Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. Yes, yes, this mask is something that was designed for me for my uncle. Yes, it does say Comic Gamer Movie Show on it, and so does the shirt. This is going to be a very fun recording. It's going to be a lot higher quality than you guys are used to seeing, but I hope you guys enjoy this new video for me. Now, today's topic we're going to be talking about is the announcement a couple days ago of Black Panther 2 being back on schedule. Now, a lot of people thought that it was going to be pushed back because of the unfortunate passing of Chadwick Boseman. And like I said, my last video I made, I talked about how a lot of people have different opinions on how this should be handled. Some people, both sides, very extreme. Some people think that the movie shouldn't even be made at all, that it's just disrespectful to even move on. Others people think that you should just recast and just move forward and, not really do, that it's anything. People have compared it to Harry Potter franchise. Actor who played Dumbledore passed away after the first movie and they brought in another actor. I didn't even know they brought in another actor. But I don't think it's the same thing because of the level of what Chadwick was to the movie and with the Black Panther franchise in general meant to a lot of people, especially me, but a lot of people. So it was very shocking the other day to hear that not only, basically it seems like Marvel has a new plan. They're talking about filming this July of next year, which is really soon. So they're still trying to hit their date of coming out in 2022. So they're still trying to hit that date. And a couple things. Most of the cast is coming back. They already talked about, Denai Guerrera, and Winston Duke. A lot of the cast is coming back. With addition with one ad in Narcos Mexico's, which is a very good show on Netflix, by the way. I keep wanting to review Narcos. It's a fantastic show, both Mexico and the original Narcos. One of the stars of that show is gonna be in Black Panther 2 and a villainous role. We don't know. Now, some people are running with he's coming on to play the villain, but what I saw on the Deadline report was that he's coming on to play a villain. And like I like to say over and over again, if it doesn't come from Deadline, Hollywood Reporter, or The Wrap, take whatever you hear with a grain of salt, because those are the big ones. There are a lot of other smaller people who report on stuff like this, like the Illuminati and things of that nature, and they're you can buy it, but don't be surprised when it turns out. Don't take it to the bank that is true, true news. Unless you hear it from, like I said, unless you hear it from the Wrap, Deadline, or the Hollywood Reporter, I wouldn't quite take it. So that's where I went to find, to really look at the information was the Hollywood Reporter, and yeah, they say he's playing a villain. Now, some people think he might be playing one of my favorite Marvel characters, Namor, which would be a bit different. Namor is traditionally depicted as an Asian man. If you ever read those old things, he's depicted as an Asian man. So a lot of people just kind of assumed if Marvel ever did Namor, he would be an Asian man. And if they cast this actor from Narcos Mexico to play Namor, then they would be changing, from an Asian descendant to a Latin descendant. So it would be a different change. I mean, it would, I guess you could see how they could go that way, but I don't think that's the route they're going. Because as many of you know, as I've brought up many times before, Namor is caught up in legal battles with Universal. So I don't think they're going to be doing that anytime soon. But, one of the big news, though, out of that whole report is Letitia Wright's role supposed to be growing now. It's supposed to have a bigger role now. Some people would say that maybe she's going to take on the new role as Black Panther. That's all it said, because I looked at the Hollywood Reporter before we started recording this, and it said that she's taking on a bigger role, which, like I said, it could be the new Black Panther, but it's just hard to really tell because they was very vague about it. Like I said, I put my opinion out there on her becoming the new Black Panther. In the comic books, Shuri is a totally different character than she is in the movies. In the comic books, Shuri is T'Challa. She's just a female, younger version of him. They're the same. They're exactly alike. They're in competition for the throne. She is training. In fact, T'Challa outright just says to her, "Look, you stay ready in case something happens to me, because you're gonna need to take over." that's not this Shuri from the movies. Shuri from the movies is a tech whiz. She's not really much. She's not a fighter. She has her gauntlets, but she's not a fighter. She's like T'Challa's been training in hand-to-hand combat his entire life. So I still kind of think that they maybe need to figure out a way to make that work, because I just, if all she can do is use the gauntlets, is going to be kind of like, okay, I don't know if that's how good that's going to work, or how much I can buy that she has hand-to-hand combat skills. In game, I mean, she only would have been back on Earth like 3 years, so I don't think that's good enough time to be like, oh, she's a master fighter. But like I said, I digress. Now, like I said, some people think that it shouldn't be talked about so soon, but personally, I'm happy to know that Marvel has a plan. I'm happy to know that Ryan Coogler has a plan. I'm happy to know that they're moving forward with this, because this is a big movie that, I said it before, I think it meant more than just Chadwick Boseman. And I don't think, like, personally, from what I've heard about it, Chadwick Boseman, and like the fact that he like from his family talking about that he was trying to, he thought that he could beat that cancer and get back in shape and play this role. The role meant a lot to him. The franchise meant a lot to him, and I think the franchise means a lot to so many people that it would be a shame for it to have to completely stop, because I don't think that's something he probably would have wanted. I don't know. Like I said before, someone could come out and say something differently. But personally, I'm happy to see that it's moving forward. We'll see. It's not too. We'll see what happens. And the actor from Narcos Mexico is a fantastic actor, so I can't wait to see who he is playing. Thank you guys for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like and subscribe, and comment below. How did you like this video? The quality of this video? Do you like this shirt? Do you like the mask? Thank you guys again for joining me on the Comic Game Movie Show. See you guys in the next one.